Alright everybody, now we're going to work on the tail. This is after you've already washed the dog, and this is usually one of the last things I do. After you've already brushed out the rear end, you need to go ahead and look at your tail assembly. When you're grooming your tail, you need to look at everything, and this is including your dog's croup. If your dog has a sloping croup that goes way low, you might want to trim your tail a little bit shorter so that your croup won't look quite as short. Bink has a nice angle to her croup and is pretty much natural in that way, and I will groom it like a normal tail. One thing is that you can ask several breeders on how to trim tails, and everybody will probably give you a different way. But I will just give you today how I trim the tail and the tail area in general. Bink, stop. One of the first things you need to do when you're trimming the tail, after you decide exactly what you're going to do area-wise, is I take my straight scissors, I pull up all the black hair, or red hair, or blue hair, whatever it is. That is the top hair to the tail. I pull it up, I pull down any of the brown copper hair. If you have a bide, of course this is a little bit harder to do, but I pull down all the extra hair and I trim all that, stop, all the way short, stop, stop, around the anus. If you don't feel comfortable doing this with thinning shears, do it with with straight shears, do it with your thinning shears. Once I have that area trimmed up, I let my black hair go on top, or my top coat. And I don't do a lot of trimming, guys. I am going to take it from here to here. So I'm just going to go a straight line with my thinning shears and just trim a small window. And that is it. I might thin the brown a little bit more. Pink. Stop. Pull the tail up and see, as the dog is going to go natural, how is it going to look. You can see right now my straight line is not straight, so I'm going to go ahead and thin a little bit more and just give me a little bit of a tail area. All I like doing with this is trimming it up. One of my pet peeves as a judge is to see tails trimmed so short that I see an extra eye running, an eyeball staring at me as it's moving away from me. I do not like tails that are too short. It's very distracting. Stop, Bink. If you have a couple of stragglers, use your straight shears and get those. Then what I usually do is let the dog run around, get them back up on the table, fluff this a little bit more, brush it like you normally would, and see exactly what you have. If you have to, takes a little bit more, but a little bit at a time. So you don't want to take too much. And that's it. Tails made easy. I don't do a smiley face. I don't pull the hair up and do it really short. I want a tail to lay down and lay natural down within this back line of the back of the dog. And that's it with tails. Thank you for watching.